Conference. Steve Davison, Unite the Union, speaking on the Policy Commission report and human rights in South America. Colleagues, I want to deal in particular with Bolivia. Bolivia is the most unequal country in Latin America, with a long history of the exclusion, marginalisation and exploitation of the poor and indigenous peoples of that country. The poor in Bolivia are amongst the poorest people in the world, but Bolivia is not a poor country. Bolivia is one of the mineral richest countries in the world. The problem is that those minerals, those resources, have been stolen, first by the conquistadors, then by the landowners, and now by the global multinationals. And the election of Evo Morales in 2005, the first indigenous person ever to be elected, brought about a fundamental change in that country. Social programs that have brought in education, healthcare, electricity and a state pension. And comrades, we cannot be in favour of all of those things in Britain for our people, and only in Britain alone. We have to be in favour of that provision for all of the people of the world. And therefore, we have to support the regime of Morales and the attempt to change that society for the better. And you cannot support that social programme and at the same time have a foreign policy that in any way is involved in the attempted assassination plots of President Chavez, selling arms to these terror regimes like the Uribe regime in Colombia, or attempting to break up Bolivia, the balkanization of Bolivia, as is the strategy of Washington. Conference, social justice is our values, as has been said. And as the Foreign Secretary also said, it is the rights of the people of a country to determine their own future. And only a month ago, the peoples of Bolivia voted 67% in a recall referendum to support the President and the changes that are taking place. However, the rich don't give in easily, do they? The sabotage that is going on has now extended to assassinations and to violence, in particular against the indigenous people. There has been 16 people killed just this weekend, just the other weekend, September the 11th. Over 100 people still not accounted for in a massacre in a province that is run by the opponents of the regime. In spite of this, President Morales has not resorted to repression. Comrades, President Morales is an inspiration to his people. We recently went to meet him. He's an inspiration to us in Unite, and for that reason we have voted to invite Morales to Britain, and I believe that if the party was to extend that offer, for the Prime Minister to make that offer, we wouldn't be upset. He would be an inspiration to everyone as someone committed to bringing about the social justice that we talk about. Thank you.
Thank you, colleague.